Well, that was a little dramatic now, wasn't it? Hey, what's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep here. I'm really excited about this video. It's nothing crazy. I guess it's considered a pickup video, but um, one of the things I really want to do now is be more involved within certain communities. I'm doing my best to do that. Um, my Secret Santa video shows that I kicked it off before the new year. But long story short, when I saw this opportunity, I was like, yeah, that's a really neat idea. So I signed up for the Atari.io junk box. What is a junk box? Well, within certain groups, somebody starts it with a priority shipping box. So it's fair for everyone as far as shipping is concerned. And they stuff it full of stuff within a certain theme. Of course, in this case, it's retro games and retro general, but probably 75% games. And it goes from person to person. And the idea is to open it up, take what you want from it, and replace it with equal stuff and stuff the box back up. Keep it fair, and then show off what you took. You don't show what's left in the box, and you don't show what you put in there. And that way you keep it this air of mystique, this mystery, this excitement, like Christmas morning when you're 12 years old or whatever. And that's the part that really excited me, not necessarily opening a box and taking stuff, just the mystery of the whole thing. And then the excitement of seeing who picks the stuff that I'm going to put in, blah, 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 blah. But you don't care about that. You probably already know about the stuff because you've been more involved in the internet than I have. So let's just get to what I took, okay? First thing is an Atari 2600 cartridge. TAC-SCAN. It's a game by Sega and uses the paddle controls. And any game that uses paddle controls is good in my book, I played it a few times, not much, and I don't even believe I owned this before. So I saw that and said, yep, guts to have that. Next is RC Pro-Am for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Another game I played a lot as a kid. I can't recall if I had this in my collection before. I don't think so. I might have had one with a messed up label. Doesn't matter. Either way, I saw that and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to play that. So I took that too. Next, a couple pieces of literature. We got Donkey Kong, the manual for the 2600 cartridge. It's pretty cool to have this stuff. I'm not much of a manual kind of guy, but there are some things I like to hang on to. And I have a little special folder where I keep stuff like this to keep it nice, So yeah, I took that. You know what? Let me fan this out so you can oogle at that while I'm talking. Next I took was the instruction manual for E.T. on the 2600. Only because it's nostalgic to me, and I do plan on making an actual video about this game. It's not going to be what most people do. I'm not going to do a review of it. But I saw this in there, and I do aspire to own a full boxed copy eventually. Again, not a boxed guy, but there's some things I'd like to have. But what I did find interesting in here, maybe I should save it for my video, but they also threw this in. It's kind of like a tip guide. And the way they talk about some of the flaws in here, it's genius. They talk about it as if it were a skill thing, like it's common. E.T. is going to have trouble doing this, and you need to know what you got to do. And this was really fantastic to read again, because when I got the game, of course, the first thing I did was I put the game in and threw all this crap away. I was young, it was 1982. And of course, I had years of frustration as a result of it. And one more item. And I debated on this item left and right. Do I take this? Am I greedy if I do? Now, I did replace all this stuff with stuff of equal value, and trust me, I'm stuffing this box back up. It might be bellying out when I'm done with it, but I always wanted one of these. I've owned the like of it, but not this particular. Well, fuck it, let me just show it to you. It's a mini Super Nintendo. I've never had the mini. I've always liked this one better. As you know, I gave my Super Nintendo away, and I don't regret doing it. It's just I got a new Super Nintendo game from a buddy of mine. I was like, I can't play it yet, but I'll eventually get one. Whatever. I saw this in there, and I was like, you know what? I have to have it. I feel, it's funny. I'm going back and forth. I feel bad for taking it because it's such a high-ticket item. But on the other hand, that's what it's for. I mean, all this stuff is in here to take as long as you replace it with equal stuff. So that's what I'm doing. So these are the items I got. I took a couple of manuals, a couple of games, and the Super Nintendo. Now, the gentleman who got it, I'm not done. That's all I'm taking from this box. The gentleman who sent this to me, he was the first one to receive it. Calls himself the No Swear Gamer. Really nice guy. He's got a YouTube channel with the same name, obviously. And very family friendly, unlike my channel. But, again, the IO forums guys, they're just amazing people. And this isn't why I'm saying they're amazing. Not because they hook people up with stuff. It's the spirit in which they're doing all this. He basically said, okay, Call, you're next. And, oh, wow, I just gave you my last name. Don't look me up. I ain't got no money. You can't steal my identity. You're next, but I also want to throw in a few extra things to help you out with your collection. I know you had a hard time, blah, blah, blah. So he also sent me a separate package with some Atari cartridges in it. So, fuck it. Let me just show those to you. So we got Galaxian. Love that game. I got River Raid, the Atari 2600. He sent, sorry, this is all in a bag, basketball text label. I love these text labels, even though I talk about the artwork on Atari left and right. But I do like these text labels. Let me fan these out too. Only a couple more, guys. I promise I won't keep you too long. Freeway, fantastic idea for a game. So brutal. Othello. And last but not least, he sent a Pro System 7800 Pole Position, which is another one I don't have. And it's, in my opinion, it's a must-have. And he also sent along a couple of pieces of literature. The manual for River Raid. And let's see, I don't know what this is for. Oh, the Pole Position manual and a warranty card. So all that stuff is pretty cool to have. So I thank him so much for that. I really appreciate it. Didn't have to do that. Really nice guy. Not just because he gave stuff away. I mean, he really is a generally nice guy. And everyone over at the IO forums is awesome. I don't know why more people aren't over there. You got to get your ass over there and participate in this stuff. It's fun. We don't just talk about games. We interact. So, guys, that's everything I took. And, of course, I have to replace it. And all that's going in there. I'm going to try to fit all of this into this fucking box. So, stay tuned. As soon as this whole thing's over is when you're going to find out what's in this bag. But until then, you just have to look at, this nice festive thingy with all the things coming out of it. So, guys, thanks as always for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. To receive it. I already filmed this once. And me being an idiot, I left the bag right here, and you could see what was in there before I pulled it out. I'm trying to make it a surprise. So let's open the bag. Hey, what's up, folks? The Creep here. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more. You can follow The Creep on social media, and feel free to reach out at any time here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Creep would love to hear from you. And as always, thank you, take care, and bye-bye.